is the let's motherfucking go. Let's motherfucking go. Let's motherfucking. Alright. Oh. That's definitely hard to see the damn. I can't even see this shit. Alright, well, that's not going to work like I was thinking. But let's see what's going on, everybody. In the YouTube world, we're going to do some rolling up. What's good? What's good? We're going to roll some fatties. Rolling some fatties. What the fuck you do, roll?
I mean, it might be a little slow with that.
Yeah, I'm on. So we're gonna bust up the whole container full of weed. We're gonna love it. Love the bubble fish. Break this up a big old pile and roll it up. Just gotta pull out some stems. Pull out some stemage. What we got up in this motherfucker? Drop me some fucking comments. Drop a thumbs up. Gonna roll some fucking, probably some 3 gram blunts or so. See, that's what they're gonna weigh, about 3 grams. Some 3 grammers. Figured I'd go live on here for a minute. If of course, if the numbers stay and nobody says anything, well, might end up getting off, but we'll give it a few minutes, see what happens. YouTube streams ain't that popping. What?
Free zoo day.
Today? Huh?
Free Yeah. But it's 10 a.m. But it's already.
Today was a free zoo day. I like these older grinders here that have the metal pointy teeth. You don't really get the chance to buy new ones of these. Well, I get lucky and I find them actually used at the fucking flea market. And I get them and clean them real good. Yeah. I ain't no shame in my game. I'll use a fucking. What am I doing? I am breaking up some Bubba Kush. Got some Bubba Kush, and we're gonna roll up. We're gonna roll up some of it. No drugs. No drugs. No drugs. Weed, just weed. Just weed. Just a little bit of weed. Let's see. Got some weed here. I like to use the raw tips, and I only do this when I'm rolling a blunt that's like a, kind of a especially big blunt that's, I want it to be like a cigar, but you see how it turns out. It's very nice. And these are our leaves right here. If you're not familiar with using the rollers, put it in there nice and not too tight, even. Not too tight, not too loose. I like to put it in there kind of just right there at the top, just a nice firm. Starts to feel firm whenever you close it up, and that still kind of smushes some out there. I like to roll that a little bit, open it back up, let it pull that little bit in. Oh, yo, R.U.G Zombie, what's good? By Dean, motherfucker. Get rid of the old roll there, so again, find the leaf we're going to use. Looks like a nice one right here. Nice leaf. Just kind of flatten it out. Don't pull on it too hard. Don't want to rip it. And with this kind of leaf, this line I kind of go with this line straight up and down. It kind of almost makes this one up and down, but you take it and it doesn't go the length of the whole roll, but you get it, line it up, get your end lined up at an angle, because it's going to spiral around. So just over there, line it up with your end, drop it in that little bit, just say watching that end. Ooh. There we go. Making sure everything's flattened out. Don't pull it too tight because that'll. Oh, I gotta unroll it because what I just noticed was it's not going to the end, and that's my big thing is I want this to get to the end. So you got to get it at that right angle. You just to touch that end to both ends. Now let's start that little lick on the front. Just roll her in. And you either lick it, wet it with some water, however you prefer, to seal your blunt. And then voila, that's done there. And then I look in there and my tip is that long. I know a roach, I usually smoke a roach down to just say that long, right? If it's that long. So if you take a regular paper like this and you put it there and you think a regular roach is going to be this long, put it next to it. That puts you at halfway of the paper, right? So that means you can literally rip a paper directly in half. So I'll fold me a paper in half. I got my center line, boom, boom. Either rip it, cut it, whatever. Take that motherfucker. And make it into a big motherfucker like this. Like this. Now, I actually will cut it just about a couple millimeters off, so that it's just a little bit shorter than half. But I got all that. Now that, make sure my glue's in the right spot. That's gonna go right around that tip, and that's gonna take your tip and put it onto the blunt, because you gotta remember the tip. Oh yeah, that's something too that you want to do. So before you roll it, you want to make sure sometimes you might need to open it up, right? And go in there with something off that outside edge and just push your tips in. If you for some reason think that your tip is going to be loose, mine's good. But just observe to see if your tip is a little needs slid over. And then put your, now this here I feel is important if you want to build a roll that's good for taking out smoking with other people, and there's no fragileness to it. It's a big roll. That's good. Now, first looks at it, you got, boom, you got something like swap, this around it, you can go ahead and do your little trim job right there. Get that excess paper off. And myself, of course, if I'm going to be smoking this with somebody else, when I'm going out with it, I'll go ahead and drop it back in your machine, close it up, take another leaf, and we'll just say, I like to take and go through my bag of leaves and just say, which one's the kind of the funkiest looking leaf? If I got any funky leaves? Not in that bag. Let me see if I got another pack here. Because like I say, I'd rather use a funky leaf. One that's not as nice. Sometimes there's usually one in a pack that's just not as nice as the others. Might want to have a hole in it or something. Okay. This one? Yep, we got one right here. So we'll take this leaf right here, and we just take the vein out the center of it so it's got two parts. And it's going to have a curve, so it'll give me some wrap, and it'll start to move up. So I'll go from the beginning around. Now it's got a little wrap, little go on it right there. So we'll just snip her straight, so she feeds in nicely to the roller as well. Get all that flattened out. Hope everybody's enjoying this roll demonstration. And of course, you want to make sure that your roll is able just to be rolled by one thumb as you're feeding it in. You don't want to roll on this side, because if you roll from this side, it tightens this side. This is where your mouthpiece is, so that's the spot to apply your roll pressure. Because if you go on the other end, then it actually will make your blunt too tight. And what I'm actually going to do is cut it there. Spin that in, right? And then I'll take this piece, because it's a nice piece. I'll make sure I got all of its edges good and flattened out. I'll go back to the very, very, very tip. I'll roll her up. Get that in there.
I'm going to put that shirt with the names. Simply Starts Classic 145.
Voila. And that way you have a nice blunt, nice tip. Alright, old lady. She's already out of here. The zombie said, "What's up?" She in here. There's that. And we're gonna do another one. We'll do another one. So, that paper out of here. This one I'm not going to talk through so much. We'll just roll. Maybe we'll talk through it again. Who we got up in here? Who we got up in here? Who we got up in here? Says there's two. Who's that other person? It didn't tell me. It said they okayed the message. They looked at Zombie's message. But they ain't saying nothing. So who we got? Can't believe that Instagram will do that. Tell me somebody else allowed the message, but won't tell me who. Or somebody else okayed it. Ah, it's you. Nice. It's cool, no problem. How you doing? It doesn't have y'all blue anymore, but it says that's weird. Like it said, a moderator okayed it. I don't know. Maybe it's just some new thing. I don't know. Which other guys are in blue? On my side. Just looks normal. We got some blunt action. Okay, and again, go to the blunts. So it doesn't have this moderator. Let's see, type something now, zombie. Is that? It's weird. Because it said a moderator handled the thing, and I thought School of Crop was always blue, I thought. I don't know. Yeah, I see, it says blue, it shows in blue now. That means that that's weird. Wasn't you blue before, Crop? Or was you not blue? I thought she was. And it just said a moderator okayed it. That's what's even got me wondering, because whenever it was his comment, the one that said a moderator took care of it, and I was like, huh. So that means the other person is a moderator, somebody I know. You know. He was. Let's see. Boom, add. Yeah, so it lets me add you. So there you are now. Again, but. Been just chilling. Chilling, man. Just chilling. Whole lot of chilling. Got a farm now. Little farm, a little bit of doing a little farming. Got a little farmer over here. I'm a farmer now. I'm not a farmer. I got a farmer. But it's yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Got, you know, all the animals, all the food bills. You know, it's all cool in the beginning. All fun and games in the beginning. Yeah, like here. You do hear a pig. You do hear a pig. You do. You hear a pig. Yep. You hear a pig. Y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see the pig? No, it's a pig. You're definitely hearing a pig. Old Twinkie. That's Twinkie you hear. I'll show Twinkie if anybody. The wife's eating. And it sounds like that. But what the fuck? Have you ever seen my old lady? She ain't gonna sound like a pig, that's for damn sure. Ain't no possible way. But what is it? What is it, Twinkie? Y'all want to see Twinkie? Twinkie, what you doing? Come here. Twinkie, you want to see everybody? Twinkie. And you just don't. Twinkie doesn't like being picked up. Loves cuddling, but don't like being picked up. Let's go on. Go over here. Okay. So let's see here. This is Twinkie's little bag right here. Let's see if we can get Twinkie over here. Twinkie, come here. Twinkie, come here. Come here, Twinkie. Come up here. She'd rather lay on the lap. She's a lap duck, so she just curled up right here on the lap. She's like, nah, I'm a lap. I'm more into the lap. So she's like, yeah, you just get up there and get in your lap. So, yeah, so Twinkie likes the laps. She's a lap pig. She's like, yep, I'm a lap pig. That's what I am. Yeah, that's Twinkie. And it's crazy, like a pig in the house, you know. But that pig is never, like, she's never pissed or shit in our house. Not even one time. So, and she's good in the crate, you know. She's like, I don't know. Oh yeah, she's good. Oh yeah, if you take their natural stuff away from them, dirt, and the slop shit, yeah, they'll be clean. But naturally, no. Naturally, their root get really dirty. Like the seconds, like just to take her out to the bathroom, oh, she'll just rooting all in the ground. You know, she comes in with a big old bunch of dirt all over her nose. And but if you take her away from that, you know, and give her a blanket to root around, you know, she'll sling the blanket around. A possum, they get in and out of trash cans to get their food and stuff. So, and they're like hard of seeing and stuff. So yeah. But I mean, yeah, basically, you know, you take an animal that's a dirty animal outside and you take it away from that dirt, and it's gonna be clean, you know what I'm saying? Like a possum. Possums, oh my god, they're so fucking clean and soft. But I guess because they're trash can animals and then they don't clean themselves like really good, you know, they're not into like having their you know, like self grooming. You know, like a dog outside, they're not self grooming. They kind of, you know, can, if they're the right kind of dog, they can have, you know, somewhat of a self grooming kind of coat or something. But for the most part, you know, y'all know what I mean. So it says we got 4 up in here. Y'all smash the thumbs up, y'all 4. And we got a couple blunts we've done. We got this one. Oh, I'm gonna trim that tip. If anybody was lucky enough to get, I did a little time where I sent out some of these. Maybe one of these days I'll do another drop of some rug rolls. Send out some fucking beautiful major leaf rolls. Fucking blunts here. I mean, these things are beauties. Nobody should ever want to miss out on one of those. Alright, let's get us another pack. Get us another pack out because I think we need another. Get us another pack. Let's see. We got cha-ching right there. Here's Pack City. Pack City. We got them bubble packs. I could tell you how many grams they are. So let me just weigh a couple of things so I can tear it out. So we'll get, it's a blunt. I got a blunt. So I got a blunt. So it's a blunt, a blunt, a half a blunt, one rolling paper, and 3 filter tips. Let me get my tips. And then once I tear those out, I'll drop one on there and I'll be able to tell you an exact weight of it. Okay, so we'll do this on deck, tear that out, and put the, okay, tear, boom, 2.83 on this one, 2.83. And we got a 3.1 and a 2.83. Yep. That's what we're working with. Total weight of one with the wrapping and everything on it, we're talking, 4.20. $3.94. Boom. Where's the get our packages? Okay, so we got our Bubba pack here. There's another pack of Bubba. Yeah. Cut her open. Fill our container up. Basically, I put as much as I can in this container, and then this is my weed. Goes in this container, and then let me add a little more there for that. And then that I give to the old lady. Put it in her purse. And she's looking like she needs some more. And that was an ounce. So she gets half of it. I get half of it. So and then I just keeps me from fucking drying out any weed. Pack it all into fucking ounces and then smoke. I mean, it might look like I get rid of something there, but I don't. It's all for me. I need to do some yard work. Still here, just listening. So let's see, we don't have a whole long time. If we got Halloween coming up, we got Dab Day. Got Dab Day, less than 2 months away. Less than 2 months away. And then we got the Florida Cannabis Festival, right? Just shit, that's only, yeah, within 2 months as well. Yeah, we got the fucking, and we're gonna be up in that motherfuckers, rugging. That shit's gonna be lit. Dab Days, the Jacksonville event. And it's really nice because it's a Halloween event as well. It's not just they got little Halloween scene going on as well with it, so that's really neat. Looks like we about rolled. We do go live every day on Instagram, so if anybody wants to catch the streams, the daily streams, follow Duval Homegrown on Instagram. And turn on your live notifications to get all the. We go live every morning. We got the Morning Boys live. Me and Timmy go live between about 6 o'clock, 5 something, we're going to a Halloween show as well. Nice. This one here is a pretty lit. It's called Dad Day, and I don't remember what state you were in. Vermont? No, not crop. Are you in one of the? Missouri. Yeah. Shit. Missouri's got. Is it Missouri or it's Kansas? One of them. Kansas. It's right there. That's the fucking line. I know there's a lot of shit changing with the weed laws. Here we don't have recreational, but we got medical, and but we're wide open with the THC hemp law. Like, I mean, there's a lot of states are, but we're full on. So with that, you can literally go right into our gas stations, pretty much most of our gas stations, and get you fucking some weed because of that, without any regulations. And a lot of our shops have decided to go with the you know, like some of the local guys in the neighborhoods weed, instead of going and getting their weed from like because we have a lot of weed that's not crazily priced, that you could buy pounds from guys for good ass deals already. And then so these smoke shops and stores, they'll just get their weed off of they just kind of cuts the black market dealers out of there, so they just get their shit from the black market dealer. Yeah, Zombie. But see, I will say this, Zombie. I seen you had gotten the pre-roll. Now the pre-roll stuff, I will say this, that's going to be where you don't really want to mess with as much, in my book. Because those pre-rolls, are where they can pass you the bullshit. Yeah, so I won't mess, like, so your flour is the only thing I'll smoke out of those shops. Because the flour is the one thing that they can produce, they can have the legit, the real deal. The other stuff is all kind of gimmick stuff and can be stepped on products. What is, like those THCA carts are definitely smokable stuff, though, can be real. The edible shit, that's where you really fucking don't want to fuck with that shit. Yeah, see that right there? Fuck that. I wouldn't get that. I would not be getting that. Knowingly getting that? Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Because that's what I'm saying. Because you could get like here. I mean, it's just some straight fire, you know, in some of the shops. But the pre-rolls and stuff now, they're not. They're that fucking, just like you said, some sprayed shit. But you can, remember, you're growing only hemp, zombie. If you grow there, now if you go and do some big ass grow, of course you're gonna have the possible of more than personal, but dude, you grow you a plant, it's hemp, bud. Alright. So we are all rolled up. We are all rolled up. We got tree cannons. Tree cannons. Right here. It's legal. She's stuck. So flavorful. So flavorful, and to think that this weed literally looks like Reggie. Yes, spin the camera around. Maybe we can get a good look at it. It doesn't look like anything special. It doesn't look like it has trichome production, really. Looks like some mids. Looks kind of bullshitish. Even looks old. Even looks like old weed. But I ain't gonna now. Not when I show people this weed. When I smoke this weed with people, their first words, some of them are, "Man, that's some exotic right there." You know, I actually don't even think it's outdoor crop. I don't think. I actually do think it's indoor. If it's outdoor, it's got good density. I mean, it's got unreal density, and the flavor of not an outdoory flavor by any means. So, I mean, I guess some people could grow weed possibly to not taste outdoory, but every weed that I knew was outdoor, I could tell it was outdoor before, usually. So, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But it is amazing terps wise. Like the smoke is so correct on it. It's so correct. Like I say, when I smoke it with people, they're thinking I got something that's like super special, and it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because it looks like shit to me. Well, especially compared to the last weed I had, and the last weed how it smoked. I mean, it was Bubba Kush, but it didn't smoke like this shit was. It did not. And I thought it was funny because, like I say, it looks old. Well, I could smoke this thing. I could smoke one of these things. I don't know how to fucking... Yo, pig, what are you doing? Don't be doing that, piggy. Piggy pig. Twinkie, what are you doing? You better be good, girl. Twinkie, come here. Is your camera gotta be on? Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to get up off of here. Thought I was gonna get to burn this thing down, but it's not. I'm not. So we'll go live on Instagram. Maybe not. Check me out on there. Peace.